and then I'm going to go up and make a template. Hopefully, if this steel's the same shape as these ones, which it should be, it should fit. Never ever put the blade directly on it. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. I think that we've all had enough. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we've had a big delivery of timbers and insulation. So just a little tip, when you're going out for quotes for your building, make sure you go to multiple suppliers. You want to try and get the best quote and the cheapest quotes possible. And also another tip, if you can break it up into phases so you can get separated quotes, and then you can get deliveries in bulk for each phase, which I've done here. This is my roof phase quote, and I had this delivered all in one go just to make everything easier. Hi guys, so we are currently on our way to pick up a Makita circular saw and a battery. Timbers for the roof turned up yesterday. Just to make things easier and quicker, thought I would use a circular saw instead of trying to use a chop saw. So that's what we're doing now. We're going to collect it, come back and start some cutting of the roof timbers. Right guys, so we picked up this cordless circular saw, the DHS680Z. That came to £238. Because Natasha started a new account and used the mobile app, she got a 10% discount on all of this, so we saved ourselves, I don't know if he'll tell us, but we saved ourselves probably like 30-40 quid. So what we're going to do now, before we start cutting all these timbers and doing any measurements, the first thing I'm going to do guys is use this offcut of OSB. I'm going to rip it to the same width as this, and then I'm going to go up and make a template for the flanges of the steel. So when I need to cut the ends of the timbers, all I need to do is pencil mark round, make sure I got one side marked at the top, and that'll be my template for the whole entire job then. So all the steel should sit perfectly flush, all the joists should sit perfectly flush with the tops of the steels, and it'll just make life a bit quicker and simpler.
Question, where are your goggles? Because that just flew right at my face.
Here you go guys, so that's the depth of the timbers. Now all I need to do is go up to the steels, get a little template marker out, cut it, and then just check it for fit. Right guys, so all I've done now is I've lined this up with the top of the steel. I've marked the depth of the first lip, which is there. I've marked the depth of the bottom of the lip, which is there. So now I've got that measurement. I've sat this against the edge of the steel, touching into the front of, into the middle of the flange. So all I need to do now is sit that on there like so, and cut that. Same this end, cut that. So that's getting cut out. And then because of the way the steel is, there is a bit of a curved weld there. So if I come in 10mm either way and do a 45-degree cut, it should allow for that curve on the steel. Do the other way as well. So I just need to cut around there and around that corner. Ready?
Yes.
Right, so hopefully if this steel's the same shape as these ones, which it should be, it should fit lovely. There you go. I got a bit of a fine adjustment on the bottom, there's a bit of rattle, so I know I need to add a couple of mil on that bottom, but that should be okay, and we'll go from there.
So why did you measure the other steel, other side?
Right guys, so we've put a bit of a hold on doing the timber for the roof, so if you come with me at the moment. I got my first noggin sorted and put in. What I done is I paralleled it from the steel. I did I think it was 850 measurement both sides, And as I got round to my measurement, I realised it was completely out of square with these two steels, and that's when I realised that we had a bit of an issue. I took a measurement off the block wall over here. It was 640mm, and then I took a measurement off the block wall over there. It was 740mm. So I think what's happened is when the steel guys have marked up for the steel at this side, they've struck the line where they need to be welded, and they've welded them to the wrong side of the line. And I didn't even realise until this point that the steel was done a couple of weeks ago. But now the block walls in obviously is a bit more noticeable, and going to put the timber in, everything looked out square. So I've emailed them. They're more than happy to come back Monday and sort it out. So really happy, been really helpful. So sort that out, and then we can carry on with the rest of the steel. So that's about it really. So that's the steel there, and this is a plan view of the way we're facing. So that's the measurement there from the wall to the steel, which is 740. It was 810 between the steels, both ends perfectly parallel, and 640 there. And these dotted lines represent where the steel should have been, 100mm over this way. So as you can see, they probably put a centre mark there and centre mark there, and just welded to the wrong side of the line, which is a bit annoying. The steel over here is about 20mm out that way, but that's not a biggie. I could probably live with that, but if they can change it when they come on Monday, that'll be perfect. But yeah, that's just sort of what we've dealt with today. So that's put a stop on us for that. Hi guys, so our steels are slightly out parallel, 100mm too far that way. Steel guys have come back today, no problem at all. They ground off the welds at the top if you look. Up there, they pulled them back over 100mm. They're now parallel to the new block wall, which is great. The skylight above you now is parallel as well, so everything's perfect. I can start putting my noggins in and start getting the timbers in, and also the build control guy is due in 5 minutes, so once he comes around, signs everything off, I can carry on with everything. Right guys, so that's how it looks. Fraction sat above the steel, interlocked in there in the web, and it sits below just a fraction. And that's how it should be, nice and snug, nice and tight. This is not going anywhere. It won't even go side to side because it's so snug. And then once you get all your timber framed in around the edge, it'll be perfect. So same that end, same over on those two, and that'll be our skylights framed out. Hey guys, so I'm just using this jig I made the other day for interlocking in around the steels. Cut those little bits out either end, and that's what I'm going to be doing now. Grab my jigsaw and cut it all out.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you want to be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control.
Right guys, so I've slightly changed my mind. As you can see now, the timber is flush underneath here and proud at the top. I realised on our plans that the underside of the ceiling should be 2.6 meters, and these steels are actually in fact fitted at 2.6 and 10mm, which will allow for some plasterboard. So I want everything to be flush on the underside, all the noggins and everything like that. Proud on the top side, and plus we're going to have furring pieces running from back to front for the slope. So once I get all my timbers in, sat on the steel over there, everything should be flush on the underside. So that's how we're going to work. I'm going to change that one down there, and we should be ready to go. So I'm going to cut some more of these noggins, and we'll catch up with you later. Right guys, just a quick tip for anyone who doesn't know about this. When you do go to do circular sawing, never ever put the blade directly on it, because when you start it, it will kick back and probably jump. So you want to set it back first, get the blade going like this. Once you got it going, then push through, and you'll get a nice clean cut with no kickback. Right guys, so if you've watched some of the other videos, you probably know my background. I'm a carpenter, and you're probably wondering why I need a circular saw. So believe it or not, as an apprentice, I actually used all hand tools. I didn't have any cordless tools or any corded tools for that matter of fact. And then I moved on to shop fitting, which then I started to buy my Festool and all my 110 tools, and I also did a bit of joinery in a workshop. So I didn't really need any sort of battery operated tools. I had everything there where I needed it. As we're going through this build, I'm finding I need a lot of cordless tools just to help me work faster and more efficiently. And in this build, I'm doing a lot of firsts. So this is the first time I'm using joist into steel work. I've always done it to wall plates or on top of block work. And I'm really looking forward to building the rest of the roof. So if you guys are enjoying this content so far, give us a little like down below, comment what you're liking about it, and if you haven't already, click that subscribe button and click the notification bell. Right, as you can see guys, I've got all the main joists in apart from the one. I've got all the hangers up temporary, so they're just resting there at the moment. I still need to put noggins in and everything. But yeah, really happy. Tipping down, getting wet, so we're going to call it a day and get dried off and make a start on another day.